Pam.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. I'm Pam Wilson, TriMet's marketing manager, not the marketing director, but thank you for that promotion.
It was that easy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's great. And with me is Rhonda Danielson in our green. And Rhonda is a marketing coordinator with TriMet, and she's in charge of our safety education. So meanwhile, while Chris talked about the intensive marketing safety outreach that goes around the projects, I'm going to talk a little bit about how safety messages are woven into our ongoing communications. We have a lot of points of contact with people who receive safety messages every day. If you're reading about bikes on our website, you're going to get a safety message. If you're reading about how to use Macs on our website, you're going to get a safety message. If you're reading about WES, it's all going to be there when you're reading about that service. If you look at our website, we don't have one section that spells out safety tips here. We've integrated safety into all of our messages. If you're planning a trip, for example, a little safety education will pop up. If you're a rider on a bus, you're going to read safety messages on our channel cards. If you're a rider waiting at a station or a platform or a bus stop, you're going to see some safety information on our, what we call our IDP signs that also have about schedules. So the goal is, safety education every day. And that's pretty much fairly well institutionalized. And then what I'm here now to talk about is our ongoing proactive outreach. So the next slide, please. And when it comes to our outreach, we target mostly youth because of their high-risk behaviors. And I'm going to walk you through strategies and tools we have in play for grade school, middle school, and high school students. And you'll see a lot of our activities, they kind of increase as students get older. And part of that is because as kids get older, they have, generally speaking, research shows riskier behavior, and they use our system in higher numbers. And to reach them, as Chris said, we continue to leverage all our points of contacts and relationships with schools and other community partners. We use several general message strategies. We test with a target audience. You'll see in our materials that we show the desired behavior, the desired safe behavior. So if you don't read any of our words and you just look at the pictures as you are running down the school hall, you will see safe behavior. And we just tailor our messages for the desired safe behaviors around WES, around Macs, around the buses. And we engage a lot of kids, as Chris said, in focus groups for the project of WES and so forth. And we just this last spring, we talked to about 50 kids when we were retooling our posters. And of course, when we talk to youth, we always learn something new. We always learn something useful that's going to help make our messages and our strategies land well with the folks that we're trying to communicate with. The ideal scenario would be to have a young person, a rider, see a safety message at school, see a safety ad at the shelter while he's waiting for the bus, read safety messages inside the bus on the channel cards, see some on-street signage talking about safe behaviors, then go to the movies and see a safety message there. So we're always really trying to have a multi-pronged approach to our proactive outreach. Go ahead, thank you. Grade schools. You'll see that Earl Peanut is our safety messenger, providing simple messages in a fun fashion. A lot of us just like to say Earl Peanut. It kind of has a nice ring to it. It's simple character. He's on our posters. We have coloring books for younger kids, and the safety challenge is full of safety puzzles, safety quizzes to kind of help kids learn in a simple way for their age level safe behaviors. Our website's homepage does have a section that it's titled Safety Teachers, and then there's safety education on our home site, on our website homepage, where teachers can get free materials, free Earl Peanut posters, free WES safety posters. It's a wealth of info that we offer free as resources. And then we send an annual reminder to grade schools in the region to drive them to our website. And last year, more than 2,000 school staff, many of them teachers, called our customer service to ask about field trips, and 50,000 kids went on field trips last year. So when folks call in, and that's a critical point of contact that we talk about, oh, did you know we have this free safety education? want you to go online and order it and so forth, because we really want to make sure that when you go on your field trip, you're also talking to the students about safe behavior around buses and masks. Middle school, beginning this year, we're going to send to all the middle schools in the area annual back-to-school kits. And kind of the purpose of the back-to-school kits, we send them to the schools, and we really want to make it as easy and convenient as possible for schools to be our active safety partners. You know, people in schools are very busy, and we depend on them for access to the kids. So we don't have that many resources, so we really need them as partners. So this back-to-school kit's going to have sample ads, sample articles in it, sample announcements, sample flyers and posters, banners, and so forth. Even for like budding journalists, we'll have a list of folks at TriMet that students can talk to about safety, that they can then write articles for class or write articles for the school newspaper. So again, how to make it easy for people to help us. We're rolling out 3 new updated posters this fall. One of them is pictured here. Again, these were messages that we had talked to operators a while ago, asking them what activities are there that concerns you the most. We talked to kids about what activities do you see that you know is not safe, and came up with this. We have channel cards in our buses and our trains, and channel cards are, you know, the information that's above the window in our vehicles. And then TriMet TV. We're talking about kind of bloggers and social media, and we have TriMet TV episodes. About a fourth to a third of them deal with safety, and all of those are posted on, you know, YouTube and Facebook. So we know that, you know, we're getting a younger target audience that are seeing those tools. High school students. This is the 3rd year we send back-to-school flyers to all parents in the West area. That's about 12,000 flyers. We send them to the schools, and they send them out in the back-to-school kits to the parents. We're seeking to expand this in the East County area. And then, as many of you know, that we provide transit passes to the students in the Beaverton, in the Portland School District. And so we work with the Multnomah County Youth Commission. They're youth members for the last 2 years. This will be their 2nd year. They go to the schools and we hand out the student passes, and they interact one-on-one with people their own age about safe behavior. And for them, they have a pretty good carrot. It's like, you know, we need to all have safe behavior so we can keep our student passes. So that has a little bit different message for them. And then this fall, you'll see safety ads on benches and shelters near schools. And this was an idea that when we were talking to kids in the focus group, they said, you know, we're just hanging out waiting for the bus. Why don't you put up there what you want us to see and what you want us to read? So we're doing so. We continue providing banners to students so they can put them up at sports events. They can put them up at, you know, other special events. And we seek to reach young drivers, particularly in the West Market area, via presentations to driver's ed class. That is something that Chris started when the project was being built, and we continue that. And again, we work with youth whenever possible to engage them in our projects. For example, Capital Projects is working right now with Cal High School in Gresham to develop a safety outreach effort around the opening of the new Civic Max station this fall. And we do a lot to reach kids and others outside of class. I mean, obviously, these strategies and tools reach a lot of other people besides youth, but we know that they also reach youth. This summer we started running movie ads. We have a movie ad that talks about safe behavior around West, and another movie ad that talks about safe behavior around Max and West, so around Max and buses. So obviously the West one plays in, you know, theaters and you know, Beaverton and Tigard, and then the East County theaters play the others. And we can you won't, okay, they're only 15 seconds, but all right.
You're really good.
But we'll move on. We can send those to you later. And then also we work again with, you know, our resources, like the school, the city of Beaverton plays the movie ads at their community movies. The city of Wilsonville does that as well. So again, we're trying to make it easy and convenient for our partners to help us. We usually provide safety outreach at 8 to 10 community events every year. We have a tool, a little tool that helps us engage with middle school and younger kids talking about safe behavior and staying away from the bump on our bumpy area on our platform. And again, we work with partners like Operation Lifesaver to again continue our West Safety Days. That this is a time twice, 1 week we did it for like a couple of days, but when school was still in, a couple of days when school just got out, had a heightened awareness of safety issues in the West Market area. And this year we created a series of new safety ads, and these feature TriMet employees. They have general safety messages on them, and by kind of with the TriMet employees, it has that subtle message that safety is everyone's job, and we'll continue to place them in diverse community newspapers. And here's a sampling. Just kind of go through. Go ahead. I've got a couple of them. Yeah, there's Shirley.
Oh.
One of our stars. And then, again, we work with a lot of community partners. BTA, thank you, is a good partner where we work to get safety information that's in their curriculum. This is great because it's institutionalized, it's ongoing. We don't have to do something new every year. We go to 6 to 8 bike events every year. We have transit ads like the one shown here that obviously deal with bike as well as pedestrian and driver behavior. And in TriMet TV, web, and the brochures, we have reached a lot of different partners with the bike safety message. Okay, questions? So we're open to questions. Thank you for your time and attention.
I had a quick question. Was there a benchmarking done on the percentage of budget TriMet allocates to safety, public outreach, and the percentage of your total marketing budget and compared to other agencies?
We haven't done that. That's not that's a good idea. What I can tell you, we spend in marketing. We spend on an average year $40,000 to $50,000 a year for outreach, and that's 50% of my outreach line item.
Interesting to know.
It
sounds
would.
like great stuff. I just don't know. In terms of volume, is that standard? Is it great? Is it
That's a good question.
I had just a comment. It does work. I have a 17-year-old son who, based on your media outreach, learned quite a bit just based on reading. And his behavior was a little redirected by the transit, some of the transit boys too, which helped. But still, he came home and really talked to safety.
That is so great to hear. That's our goal. Thank you.
And what is Operation Lifesaver? Chris?
Sure.
Let's work more with them.
Operation Lifesaver is a national organization made up of Class 1 railroads who come together to try to get the safety message out, safety around rail crossings and trespass prevention.
And they have like one volunteer in the state of Oregon, and we work with them a lot. Like they partnered with us at Safe Kids at the Zoo Days, so we partner with them ongoingly.
Questions for Chris or Pam?
I just have a comment. The coasters that's inspired.
That's good.